will generate trading instructions. Okay. Well, it won't now because this data goes up to Friday. I'm using the backup, of course. Okay, let's take a look at the big question. Everybody asks us, what is the sentient trading matrix that you use on the live analysis system? Okay, so this might be a bit of an eye-opener for you, and let me show it to you. Here it is. This is the sentient trading matrix. This is quite advanced. I don't know what the sentient trading matrix is. I regret I'm not time to explain the whole thing, but there's lots of material about it on the live on our online resources, and we did some trader chats about the sentient trading process, and there is a workshop all about sentient trading, so you can become sentient trading experts. But just as a matter of interest, here is the sentient trading matrix that the live analysis system works with. Let me point out a few things. Okay. First of all, the live analysis system takes all trades under neutral underlying trend conditions. It takes all trades. Okay. I wouldn't recommend trading that. I wouldn't do that for myself. You get a lot of losing trades under neutral underlying trend conditions. But it makes the live analysis system really fun to watch because it's always trading. The live analysis system would be dull as ditchwater if it wasn't always trading. Because you'd have to sit there for hours waiting for it to wait for the underlying trend to get to the right condition. Okay, so that's why it does it. But that is one of the reasons why our win ratio is only 41%. Okay, so it takes all trades under neutral underlying trend conditions. Then, of course, it takes the expected trades under positive underlying trend conditions, wave 1 and wave 3. Those are expected. Okay. Then it takes the expected trades under wave 2, under negative underlying conditions, which is wave 2 and wave 4. Those are the expected trades. Okay, for those who understand sentient trading matrices, this should be making sense to you. Now, here are the surprises. It trades wave 1 under negative underlying conditions. Why is that? We're gonna have a look at the trading report for the entire 6 months since we went live in May in a moment. I hope you're all sitting down because you're going to fall off your chairs. It's a very, very exciting trading report to look at, and you will see why we trade wave 1 under negative underlying trend conditions. Here's the other surprise. It trades wave 4 under positive underlying trend conditions. Okay? So those two things are the only surprise. Those are the only two surprises. Everything else is actually quite normal, and probably looks much like the matrices you're working with. So I would fully recommend, and if you do the sentient trading workshop, you will understand how we got this matrix, how we worked it out. You really need to do the sentient trading matrix workshop to understand that, because it takes me 5 hours to explain it. I'm not going to do it in 10 minutes, unfortunately. Although, as you know, I love talking about all this stuff. Here's something else that's important for the matrix, and that is that the ignore profit targets and therefore force trades is ticked. Okay, that's quite important. Tick that. Okay, that's the sentient. That's the sentient trading matrix. Okay, I see a few questions. If trading carry trade Japan, Australia, Swiss, can you set up the Australian, Japanese yen to give your signal, and can you use other indicator like ARMS, TRIN, and S&P? Okay, that's a complex question. Let me. That's a complex question, and so I'm going to come back to it if you don't mind, MJS. Andy B, in which workshop do you discuss the matrices? We discuss matrices in the sentient trading workshop. It's the intermediate workshop. It's the 3rd workshop. Take a look at our workshop schedules online. I'm sure Paul can pop in a link to that. To the online trading workshops, and see the sentient trading matrix is discussed in the 3rd workshop. Can the system be backtested for individual wave number and trend conditions? Murray. Yes. Again, that's a complex thing to answer. I'm going to show you the ultimate backtest, okay, in a moment, which is not backtested. It's generated live and has been generating it live since, I've only kept records since May of this year, but I'm going to show that to you in a moment. But yes, you can perform backtests to look at individual wave numbers and trend conditions. You've got to be careful of over-optimizing this matrix. Okay, that's a big warning. Be careful of over-optimizing your matrix. And again, that's why you really must please do these workshops, because I don't want you going out there and performing back tests and over-optimizing your matrices and then saying, why doesn't it work? There are a lot of lessons to be learned from all the research that we've been doing. Let me come back now. I skipped one of those questions, so I'll come back to it. MJS. Yes, you can do all the things that you're suggesting with Sentient Trader. Okay, I would like to suggest that you take a look at our Hurst trading signals. Our Hurst trading signals are going to be released. The release is imminent. I'm not allowed to give a date, although I'd like to mention next week, but I'm not allowed to say anything about that. But our release is imminent, and our Hurst trading signals will enable you initially to trade 6 forex pairs. That will within a few weeks be expanding to 12 forex pairs. A few weeks after that, we'll be expanding to include 6 futures contracts. The arms trin is not on the list at the moment, but we can add it to the list. So it may take some time for the arms trin. And the Hurst trading signals will be constantly, 24 hours a day, generating signals for 5 different cycles on every single instrument, from the 5-hour cycle all the way up to the 40-day cycle. Why not the 1-hour cycle? Because, and in a moment I'm going to give you the good and the bad news about this, but trading the 1-hour cycle is not humanly possible. It might be software possible, automated possible, but it's not humanly possible. Okay, so that's a big spoiler, I know, but you must please bear that in mind. Okay, so I would suggest MJS. Yes, you can absolutely set it all up in Sentient Trader, and all of this is based on Sentient Trader. But I would also suggest you have a look at our Hurst trading signals, because they might give you what you want. Although obviously I'm not discouraging you from doing it yourself in Sentient Trader. But yes, the answer to your question is. Yes, you can. You can trade any forex pair. You can trade any futures contract you like using Sentient Trading. Okay, let me turn off that whiteboard and quickly finish off the Sentient Trading matrix. Does it get any more complex than this? No. I'll show you all the other tabs. We don't touch any of the other tabs. Okay, they're all completely normal default. We don't set any take profit exits. Look at that. Not a single take profit exit. Okay. So all the Sentient Trading matrix has is stuff there that is on the basic tab. All right, that is the Sentient Trading matrix. I hope I've given you enough time to look at that and see it. Let's take a look at something else that's very important for trading the live analysis system, and that is defining trading sessions. We do not want to open a trade on a Friday night when we're trading the 1-hour cycle, right? Because there are going to be 48 hours before the markets reopen. Okay, the markets reopen on Sunday night. There are 48 hours in between. If we're trading the 1-hour cycle, we could take a massive loss, or we could make a massive profit. But that's gambling, and there are places that you can go to do that, and we don't do that on the forex market or with Sentient Trader. So here are the trading sessions that have been defined. You can see that trading only starts at 9 a.m. on Monday morning. Why is that? It's a very, very important thing. When you start Sentient Trader on a Sunday night or a Monday morning, Sentient Trader has got to perform analyses, and it's got to find positions of all those troughs. I see questions building up, and I'm just going to quickly finish this before I come to those. Let's go back on the 15-minute chart. Okay, and let's have a look at what happened. There we go. Let's have a look at what happened on Monday morning. Okay, what's this big black gap here? And I'm going to turn on my whiteboard. I'm going to get to those questions in a moment. Excuse me. Okay, here is Friday night. This is the 4th of November, 2 weeks ago, because this is the backup copy of our workspace from last week. Okay, that's Friday night. Okay, then this is Monday morning. Okay, what happened in the meantime? We're trading the 1-hour cycle. Okay, there were 48 1-hour cycles in the meantime. Okay, so when you turn Sentient Trader on Monday morning, you can't start trading straight away because Sentient Trader's got to find that 1 hour cycle. Okay, and let me do the same thing. I should have done this on the 1 minute chart. Let me do it on the 1 minute chart, and show you why Sentient Trader. Where are we? Here we go. Why are the bars grey? Because Sentient Trader is not including them in the analysis because it speeds it up. There we go. Okay. So let me zoom out so that we can see the whole weekend on the 1 minute chart. There is an easier way of zooming out. Okay. I've got to zoom right out to see this gap over the weekend. There we go. Okay, so now I think you can see the gap over the weekend, and there it is. Okay, so now I'm purposefully sort of showing you very little of this. You've got to imagine that you're a Sentient Trader, and you're trading the 1 hour cycle. Okay, there are 4 hour cycles in each one of these lengths over here. So if you're trading the 1 hour cycle, what's happened to the 1 hour cycle? Well, you don't know. Okay, because there's a huge gap in data, right? Okay, so what's the rule of thumb? When can you start trading? Okay, the rule of thumb is that Sentient Trader must be able to confidently place a trough of the cycle 2 degrees longer than your trading cycle before you can start trading intraday. Okay, we are trading the 60-minute cycle. So let's have a look at our nominal model. Not there. What is our 2 cycles longer than the cycle that we're trading is, of course, the 5 hour cycle, which means the Sentient Trader must have been able to confidently position, in other words, accurately position the 5 hour cycle. How much time does it need to confidently position the 5 hour cycle? It needs 1.5 times the 5 hour cycle, which is 7.5 hours. So you cannot start trading the 1 hour cycle until 7.5 hours of data has come in. I hope everybody understands that. Okay, which is why Sentient Trader starts trading. I'm showing you the trading sessions. Sentient Trader starts trading on a Monday at 9 a.m. Why doesn't it start trading at 7:30 a.m.? Well, because our offices are based in Italy, and we need a coffee before we start work. So that makes it 9 a.m. No, actually, that's a joke. 9 a.m. is really just gives us a bit of safety, a bit of time. Sometimes, if we started at exactly 7:30 a.m., we'd be working with a very poor analysis. So we make it 9 a.m. Okay, those are the trading sessions. As you can see, on Friday night, the end time is 23 p.m., which is when the markets close here in Italy, and the forex markets. And it says here, close all trades by session end, and you must close all trades at least 10 minutes before the session end. Okay, session ends can be difficult affairs, so we close all trades 10 minutes before the session end. Now, I've been going on and on and on. I wanted to show you the trade report for the last 6 months of the live analysis system working. Okay, I hope you're all sitting down. I'm going to show you the